If you're in the mortgage or real estate industry, a steady diet of meeting invitations is just a way of life now. And truthfully, there's very little thought given to whether you need to accept, maybe, or decline unless it steps on top of another meeting that you already have booked. Do you actually put any thought into why you're being invited to a meeting, or do you suffer from Mindless Accept Syndrome? Let's put the disclaimer out there first. If your boss asks you to come to a meeting, you're going to the meeting. Don't use this video as a way to get yourself fired for not showing up. Now that I have the disclaimer out of the way, let's talk about that next invitation that you know is coming. Tip number one, and this is probably more for those who create meetings than attend them, but is it even necessary? Can you land the plane with just an email? According to Doodle's 2019 State of Meetings report, yes, it's real. $399 billion was spent on salaries for those attending meetings. Tip number two, if you've decided the meeting is necessary, are you sure you're necessary in the meeting? Now, I'm not trying to bruise your ego. I know you're important, but that's not what I'm talking about. Example, I've got a manager that meets on the routine basis with our CFO to talk about the P&L. Branch manager, CFO. P&L. Yes, it's a relevant meeting, but am I going to bring more value than the CFO does to the conversation? No. Decline. And the last thing you should think about before you just mindlessly hit accept and move on with your day, who else needs to be a part of the meeting? If you've decided the meeting is actually relevant in the first place and your participation is required or not, who else would be a better decision maker, bring more value, or benefit the most from the information in the meeting? Because we all know when the meeting comes to an end, the work begins.